everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is the most requested video. People have sent me text, DMs and messages on Instagram and YouTube. So I heard you loud. Here you go. Today I'm making a video regarding how to submit your documents to TRB. I'll share step by step all the information, how and where to submit all the documents. So let's go deeper. So first of all, if you haven't made any sort of you don't know what is TRB, what is how to make an account, how to register, you need to watch my earlier video, my friend, because first you need to start application process, and then here comes the second process. Here is a second thing you need to do. You need to submit your required documents. So here, as I said, I'll explain step by step how and where to submit all the documents. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about one sort of license, one type of license. You know, when you teach in British Columbia, Canada, BC, so there we have a lot of we have different types of application. My bad, we have different type of license. For example, certificate of qualification, independent school teaching certificate, first nation language teaching certificate, additional document for trade teachers, and many more. So if you want me to explain all the different type of certificates, so please let me know through you know through YouTube or Instagram. Send me a message, send me a comment to make a separate video on that topic. But here comes the certificate of qualification. I'm going to talk about today only certificate of qualification. First of all, the short form I used to say is COQ. So here, what are the benefit of having a COQ? In that license, you can teach any grade and any subject. So you can teach even in elementary, middle or high school up to grade 12, and you can teach any subject, science, math, anyone, any media, life skill, whatever you like to teach. That is the benefit. With this license, I would say you have more opportunity to apply for jobs. But that's why I always suggest people to apply for that license whenever I got any question on Instagram or YouTube. So if you have done your Bachelor of Education, then definitely go with that license. So let's check it out, all the documents that we require to fulfill the requirements. So first of all, we have criminal record check. So if you see, this document we required. So if you apply for any job in Canada, they are going to do your criminal record, that your record was it's supposed to be clean, or do you have any criminal background or something. That's why, if because you have to work with children and that environment need to be safe. That's why they need to even they it's mandatory to do criminal record check. So here in your online portal, if you go to your account, if you have your account with TRB, you will see a form. So you need to fill out that form. It's under criminal record check. You need to fill it out, that form, and then you need to submit it. Once you submit your criminal record check, then they will do all the record check, and they will upload the report in your application. So what you need to do, you just need to submit your criminal record form. You need to go through with all the steps, give your permission to have a criminal record check completed. You need to go through with all the steps, and once you have finished this all the steps, I would say, so you are done with your side, and they will just check your background and all, and they will upload if your report on in your portal. So you don't need to do anything else after that. Just fill it out, that form, Follow the step and submit it. That's it. Your work is done here regarding criminal record check. Next, we have identification documents. So here you need to provide two sort of documents, identification document, one called primary, other is secondary. So it's not like that you can provide any document. So here in the primary list we have given number of different documents. So just go through with that. If you have a driver license that is issued by any Canadian province or territory, or if you have a valid BC ID card or BC services card, Canadian birth certificate, you can provide any one of the following ID. If you have Indian status card, could be your passport, could be your Aadhaar card, could be your PAN card, anything. Next we have a secondary list. So you need to provide second document out of this list. It could be a driving license. If you can see, like most of the requirements is like same as primary list, but just make sure that you provide two pieces of information. So if you see here, that need to be uploaded by applicant, means you. So you can upload the identification document in your online portal. So you can upload this document, these two pieces of ID. Next we have is credential assessment by pathway to Teach Canada. This is something new to me as well. I did my research and then I find out that this is the new kind of assessment, credential assessment, that can be done only through this platform, that is pathway to Teach Canada. So you need to make your account, you need to create an account and then log in. You need to fill out the information, provide the correct information, and then you need to authorize TRB as recipient so that TRB can receive the assessment report at the end. So if you can see here, after pathway to Teach Canada completes its assessment of your credential, it will be issued a credential assessment report. So make sure you choose BC teacher certification so that this third party can directly send your assessment report to BC teacher certification to avoid any delays. So you need to add in your application to send your report to BC teacher certification. I hope it's clear. If it's not, let me know in message, in DMs. Next we have is post-secondary transcript. Post-secondary transcript is like your college study, your, let's say, your bachelor, your master, whatever, any diploma you did it. So that is need to be submitted directly by educational your institution. Let's say if you did your bachelor of education from any university or college, so that need to submit directly to TRB. So who can submit it? That need to be submitted by the university or the college. You cannot submit this. So here, if you did your any sort of any sort of education like post-secondary education, so as I said earlier, you need to submit all the information through university to university. So I'm expecting if we are under post-secondary education outside of Canada, so here I can see, well, lot of people, like, even I got a lot of messages or DMs. I mean to say, like, DMs regarding how to how we can submit documents to TRB. As I said, you can submit from university to directly university to TRB. And people ask me that question, hey, do we need VES? Is it mandatory? My answer is no. VES is not mandatory. VES is just a way to submit the documents to TRB. If you want me to make a separate video how to ask VES to submit your documents to TRB or how to do evaluation for immigration purposes, let me know. I will make a separate, clear and short video for you. So VES is just a way to submit your documents to TRB. VES is not mandatory. Even you can use these platforms, for example, Digitary, My Equals, to submit your documents directly to TRB. Make sure you cannot submit your document directly to TRB. They are not going to accept it. Your college or university need to submit on your behalf. Next we have is language proficiency test. Here I got a lot of DMs again. Okay, do we need IELTS here? Do I need to provide English test? So, well, for sure, it's written over there that you need to provide, a proficiency test. However, here, if you go to your account, your online account, you will see here how you can avoid that proficiency in English. Not avoid that, but here there are few other requirement that you can fulfill, you know, if you have, let's say if you did your qualification in English, your bachelor, your master, or any diploma in English medium, then you can just provide medium of instruction letter. Ask your university or college to write a medium of instruction letter and provide directly to TRB. That's how you can void yourself from any sort of test. However, if you haven't if you did your qualification in any other mode, let's say Punjabi, Hindi, or any other Urdu language, then yes, of course, you need to check what you can do. Can you meet any of the requirement? If not, then I would suggest you to go with IELTS or TOEFL. Like in IELTS, you need overall 6.5, no less than 6, minimum of 6.5 on the speaking band. But if you this is what I did because I did my qualification in English, so I provide them mode of instruction letter from my university to TRB directly. So in that way, I have avoided IELTS and all. So I hope it will help you, and trust me, it saves a lot of time. If you provide directly medium of instruction letter to TRB. So next we have requirements we have is statement of professional standing. So this is a document that gonna talk about you as a teacher. Which will state that you are a teacher in a good standing position, that your teacher certificate has never been revoked, cancelled, or suspended due to any reason. So basically, wherever you did your if you did job teaching job, or if you have a if you have experience in that field, so wherever you taught earlier, your college, your, let's say, any school, they need to fill out that form. They need to write a statement letter. Okay, let me just go through again. Okay, so that need to provide a letter so that they can talk about how was your teaching experience, and did you meet the requirement, is your license is in good position, or they just want to check you as a teacher, how was the behavior and all. So that is something that is submitted directly by your school and college wherever you taught earlier. So it's called statement of professional standing. So what you need to write down here in that statement, everything will be mentioned. It depends upon person to person, whatever you mention in your application process. So if you have teaching experience, they will ask you to provide statement of professional standing, that letter. So you need to mention whatever information they are asking you to write down. Just ask your school to write down a letter and add all the information on your behalf and directly send it to TRB. I just want to say one thing here. Whenever you ask your university, college, or your any other jurisdictions, um, always ask them to write your full name in the subject and your application number, or let's say your license number, so that it will become easier. It will, trust me, it will avoid a lot of delays, and so that TRB it will become easy for other person as well. Next we have is verification of practicum information. So if you're applying for certificate of qualification, COQ, that license, that need to be submitted directly by your post secondary institution. What is verification of practicum information? It means, we used to say in India teaching practice, or whenever you do, whenever, let's say for example, I did my Bachelor of Education and I had teaching practicum, or you can say teaching practice. I did it in one of my nearest school. So you need to ask your that school. You need to download that form first of all. That above information you need to fill it, and the bottom one your it's going to be completed by your post secondary institution wherever you taught it, and make sure they send that full form fulfill like they fulfill this form and send this form directly to trb.certification@government.bc.ca. As I mentioned, let them know to write down your full name and your license number in the subject area as well. So this is something verification of practicum information. They ask here, what subject you taught during your practicum, in which grade, how was the experience and all. Next we have a secondary school graduation diploma. It's like your secondary, your grade 12 education or your 10th. That need to be uploaded by the applicant, means you. If you're applying for these license, then you need to upload your documents through your online portal. Next we have is verification of employment. If you have teaching experience from back home or any other country, so that is some this is something that is submitted directly by your employer. If you taught somewhere, and you need to download that form again, the top information, this one you need to fill it, all the information, and the bottom one need to be completed by your employer, and make sure that your employer submit the fulfilled document or complete. Employer need to finish this document and directly send to this email, this mail. So it will this form will talk about your employment, what subject you taught, for how long, in which grade. I mean, which grade you taught, what year to what year and all. And next we have a assessment form. This is something that they will ask you upon request. This is not something that everyone is going to submit, but this is for few applicant only. If TRB required, they will mention in your online portal that we need assessment form. So this assessment form, what is that? I'll definitely discuss in a minute. So first of all, I would like to mention here that is something that is, I mean, uh, it need to be directly submitted by your employer, not you cannot submit as an applicant. So basically what you need to do, you need to upload that form, fill it out, the information. You need to fill it out, the top part, and the bottom is going to be fulfilled by your employer. This is the assessment form. And if no school stamp is available, please include contact information. This is something for school, and make sure that your school submit this form directly to TRB under your name. As they are saying, please make a copy for the applicant and then forward the completed form directly to Ministry of Education. And school need to submit this fulfill form to this TRB um, TRB email. Then we have character reference, which is this character reference is this is something for those applicant. This requirement is for independent school teaching certificate applicant, or other type of license applicant. This is not something for CQ uh, applicant, I would say. So I'm expecting these are the documents you have to submit to TRB. Let me just make sure that I'm not missing any of the document. I'm reviewing here what information we need to submit. So we need to submit criminal record check. This is something that you need to follow the step, fill the form, and give it to TRB. Just submit it. An identification document provide two pieces of document, credential assessment by Pathways to Teach Canada. You need to go to this website, make an account and fill out the form. Make sure you add the TRB as recipient, your Ministry of Education and Child Care, so that they can directly receive your report. Post secondary transcript that need to be something like, from university to university, or you can use West to directly submit your document to TRB, but you cannot submit it as a, as an applicant. Language proficiency test, you can meet any, if you have your qualification in English medium, then you can avoid that. How? By sending medium of instruction letter directly to TRB. Otherwise we need to do, you can pick any of the requirement, you can pick any suitable option according to your situation, and you need to meet that. I'm not saying you don't have to meet it, but you have to meet it. I'm just saying you can avoid that if you have if you did your qualification in English medium by providing medium of instruction letter. Otherwise you need to see what other thing you can do to meet this requirement. Next we have a statement of professional standing. You need to fill out the form, and your your previous employer need to fill the information and need to send it directly to TRB, not you, your employer. Keep in mind. Next we have is verification of practicum information. Okay, so here again, this is something need to be submitted by your employer, your previous employer. Next we have a secondary or high school. This is something that you can submit through online portal by yourself, so you don't need to ask anyone to submit on your behalf. You can just submit your high school diplomas through online portal. Next we have is verification of employment. So you need to upload the form and fill it out, give it to your school, so that previous employer, so that they can fill it out and can submit on your behalf. That is it. I hope you like the video. If you still have any doubt, any confusion, or if I missed something, so please, you can DM me anytime. I might miss something, but I'm a human being, so yeah, you need to reach out to me through Instagram or YouTube. So I hope this me video made the process clear for you. If you, as I said, still have doubt, feel free to comment below and I'll try to reply you as soon as possible. And please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. If you feel like, okay, I'm giving you good information or useful information, so definitely you can subscribe. And in the future I'll make a video on further process. I'm not gonna make video only on regarding TRB. I'm gonna help all the new teachers. It's been like 2-3 years that I'm teaching in BC, and I will help you what type of challenges I faced in Canada, the newcomer, or as a new teacher, and how you can avoid this and how you can improve yourself. But because for me every day is a new learning, as a teacher especially, every day is a new learning for me, and I will definitely I'm gonna share my all experiences with you guys so that your life become easy. I hope you liked it. Thank you.